Hello everyone, today we share Sino-US differences in culture. Then what are the similarities and differences between Chinese people and Americans? It is generally believed that the 1.4 billion Chinese have black eyes, black hairs, and yellow skin. And the descendant of Yan and Huang, and the offspring of the dragons, and on the line of divinity. In China, there are 56 ethnic groups, including many ethnic minorities. Yet America is a country of immigrants, and Americans comprise of all the races in the world. Among the 300 million Americans, American Chinese are about 5 million. Chinese have hundreds of family names or surnames, and with surnames before their given names, such as Gu Ailing and Zhang Ailing. Gu and Zhang are family names. Ailing is their given name. Most of the given names in Han ethnic group that are with two Chinese characters. In Asian China, and for a female after the marriage, her appellation will be changed with her family name and put after that of her husband, and followed with another specific word, shi. For example, if a wife with family name of He and husband's family name is Zheng, then her appellation would be Zheng He Shi. Yet this cultural tradition is no more in China, and with male and female are equal now. For Americans with their given names before family names, such as American writer Mark Twain, and with his original name as Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Samuel is the given name, Langhorne is the middle name, and Clemens is the family name. The American name of Gu Ailing is Aileen Feng Gu. American still has a tradition that for after wedding, the female will change her family name to that of her husband, similar to the Chinese tradition. In China, when people write the address, they start from the big areas to the small one. That is from the province, from the city, and to the street number as the last. For example, the Chinese way for U.S. Embassy address in China like follows. The China, Beijing City, Chaoyang District, Anjialou Road, number 55, the east entrance of the embassy. Zip code is 100125. Telephone number is 8610-6500-3032. The address place for the mail sender is at the lower right corner on the envelope. In America, the address starts from the street number and then to the bigger area, such as a Chinese embassy in America is at 3505 International PI Northwest, NW. That's Washington, D.C., USA, 20008. Tele is 202-495-2266. And the address for mail sender is at the top left corner of the envelope. And Chinese food. Chinese people are used to hot water and hot tea with abundant breakfast like steamed stuffed bun, deep fried breast steak, and soup, soy milk, and tofu pudding. Lunch is formal, and supper is not supposed with too much food. The Chinese cuisine is typical in diversity, with different recipes from different areas, mostly called 8 major cuisines. Americans are fond of drinking ice water. Even at hospital delivery room, it might be only ice water available. Breakfast in America is bread, juice, or coffee. Lunch break is very short and no time for nap, so commonly with fast food. Dinner time is more formal, mostly with burgers, salad, pizza, steaks, etc. And Americans enjoy barbecue a lot in the yard, the oven cooking in the kitchen, instead of sauteed or deep fried. They eat chicken and fish without burns, and food allergy is very common in America. In China, besides atheists, there are still so many who believe in God. So China is also nicknamed as Godly Land, with gods hovering everywhere overhead. In China, Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, and Christianity all prevail. Christianity is very popular in America. It is the origin where America comes from. Our American dollar, it is printed in God we trust. And for US President inauguration, Bible and prayer are still necessary. China has 5,000-year civilization, from the creation myths and legend to the 20 dynasties with territory expansion and great achievements in culture and military. China has witnessed the ups and downs of so many great powers. Yet Chinese civilization has maintained its continuity, and especially China, and rose up again as a big power. It has been 246 years since American independence in 1776. From the original 13 colonies with 3 million people, that America flourished to be our big power that across the Atlantic to the Pacific, and the sole superpower of the world. Yeah, this year, with the crisis and decline in the US economy and the soft power, more and more people believe that America is no more the greatest country in the world. China emphasizes collectivism and authority due to its central government control since unification by Qin Shi Huang, the first Chinese emperor 2,000 years ago. With different dynasties come and go, the hierarchy system kept the same. The Chinese sort of Confucianism is very popular, which advocates benevolence, order, and obedience. Individualism and freedom prevail in America, for it is believed that all men are created equal. Based upon the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, people are endowed with the right of holding guns for self-protection. Yet gun crime is indeed serious in America. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many Americans complained their personal rights infringed, but indoor and public transportation must be mandate. And it is hard to imagine a scenario if a city or community being locked down. In China, the people emphasize family relations, social engagement, morality, good behavior, self-esteem, and conservatism. Personal relations is critical in China for the purpose of benefit exchange. Meanwhile, it is also true in China that no one cares about you if you are poor on the street. Too many friends visit you if you are rich, even in the farm. As a commercial and capitalist society, America focuses on pragmatism and egoism, regulation and supervision, innovation and adventure, where the system still works robustly and accordingly. And Americans are more confident, less humble, and prefer self-centered. Only recently, the phenomenon of political correctness is often being mentioned, with some taboos for certain topics. Chinese advocate self-criticism and taking accountability. Like the Chinese saying, examine your heart for 3 times in a day, and pondering your own shortcomings rather than those of the others. Opinions of both sides are wiser than one. If mistake happens, correct it. If no, keep alert. If someone indulged in compliments and flatters, then he will be in danger soon. Americans are used to blame others if something bad happened. They take all the credits if something good. Domestically, Democrats and Republicans put fingers at each other. They prefer to make the problem rather than to solve it. And in Sino-US relations, Americans criticize China for disobeying international rules and disregarding U.S. hegemony. Yet it forgets that it's trouble-seeking nearby China and meddling in China's internal affairs Taiwan issue. Actually, from the perspective of human nature, Chinese and Americans are nothing too different. For all human beings are with two alternatives, sometimes angel, sometimes evil. Chinese emphasize the good part of the people and social influences and the importance of education. Americans focus on the evil side of the people, the rule of law, and the power check and balance. Chinese and Americans both have their senses, passions, and emotions, both love their families, and in America also with Mother's Day and Father's Day to celebrate. Chinese and Americans both adore the lands where they were born and grew up. And Americans always say, God bless USA. The Pacific Ocean is big enough, and the world is big enough. Chinese and Americans have different cultures and traditions, yet they also share so many common goals and interests. The confrontations and clashes will fail them, and reconciliations and cooperations will make them prevail. So Sino-US future will depend on their endeavors to seek the similarities, the mutual respect, and keeping equal and reciprocal. There are still some more aspects about Sino-US cultural comparison that hopefully everyone can share his or her own interesting stories. Here comes the end for today's topic and video. Thank you very much and see you next time.